What's going on, Beeshes? Welcome to episode 1050. What up, Boosh? What's up, Beesh? Beesh. Getting on with the gangs. With the gangs. What's up, Michelle, my belle? Michelle O'Brien.
Hello, Michelle.
Michelle. I gotta watch Dodgeball again. That just reminded me. Michelle. Yeah. What up, bitches? Yeah.
Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine. Wifey is fine, I'm doing fine. Glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda.
Here we go. 1050 Beeshes for 1050. 1050. It's episode 1050.
The
sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome. It's a testing testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1050 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Welcome everyone to episode 1050. No dirty dicks. No dirty dicks, fam. We are putting the dicks down. Now, whether you like the dick or you don't like the dick, this episode is for you. So it's not a sexual thing. We're talking about putting things in your fucking mouth. And you know how I referred to junk food as dirty dicks. Dirty dicks. You wouldn't put a dirty dick in your mouth. Ladies, I cannot speak for you. I have never had a dick in my mouth. Most guys watching probably have not had a dick in their mouth. However, if we were to, I think we would all agree that a clean one is preferred. Am I right or am I right? Now, I don't subscribe to the dick. However, if I were to, I would want it to be clean. That's just a personal preference. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe dirty tastes better. I don't know. If you like salt and vinegar chips, maybe it's for you. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on your behalf. I'll let you drop that in the comments below. Nice start to the podcast, isn't it? For all you first timers, welcome. Welcome to the Daily Swole. This is what we talk about. I shouldn't say we always start with some dick, but sometimes it's usually dicks or nips. It's like nips or it's some type of genitalia or organ, I think. We're all thinking about it all the time. We're all thinking about sex all the fucking time. Don't you lie to me. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. Don't you fucking lie to daddy. Don't you lie. Don't pretend that you're not thinking about dick all the time or vagine or nips. That's why I always say pinch your nips, because we all got nips. Come on. We all got nips. Let's be honest. Happy Friday. Sean, I can't believe it's 50 already. Isn't it crazy? Look, we're just here every day. I'm telling you, these things pass like crazy. It's episode 1. I remember like it was yesterday. We were just doing, episode 1000. 50 days later, it's 1050. That's what's cool about the Daily Sleaze. It's just every day. That's why I don't feel like I have to vlog every day. It's like the Daily Swole is my vlog. The Daily Swole is my vlog. So I just laid down a brand new Ask Papa Swolio for YouTube. So I'm going to try to get that up for tomorrow. So those of you that are subscribed to the YouTube channel, you'll get that. Remember, we got a lot of stuff. I do a lot of Q&A everywhere. So there's going to be Sunday Fun Day Q&A here live. And I really want to take a lot of live questions. I'm still going to post that picture in the feed on Instagram and Facebook, but I really want to do a lot of live questions. But remember, if you want your question answered, it's a real white space. You can drop it in the comments over on YouTube. So on those posts, on those videos in the Ask Papa Swolio playlist, when I post a new one, you can just ask your comment below. Ask your question in the comments below and use the hashtag AskPapaSwolio over on YouTube. And also, you can, join in for the Sunday Funday Q&A and stuff here. So always trying to make it contextual, always trying to answer the questions that you want answered and trying to deliver the content that you want to talk about, that you want to hear about. And usually it's everything. We get questions from everything. It's on every subject, on every type of thing. Everyone wants to talk about exercise. Everyone wants to talk about nutrition. We just talk about everything all the time. That's what we do. Let's see. Let's do some housekeeping. What's new? What's the latest? Oh, so a couple more days for the Fuck Your Pink drink. I'm not using my Fuck Your Pink drink. What a terrible marketing job that was, Papa Swolio. I didn't use my mug. I got my New York City ceramic mug. We are here to serve you anyway. So Fuck Your Pink drink. A couple more days. I believe it goes through 11 p.m. on Tuesday night. So there's a couple more days. So don't wait on that. There's new styles. So you got the biceps, you got the flexing. So you have the pink mugs, you have the dark mugs, you have the black. You also have the pink shirts and a new style, the black shirts. There's a hoodie. There's stickers too. So you still have a couple more days if you haven't yet checked it out. But that's over at swolenormousapparel.com. And just to make it easier, I put all the links on swolenormousx.com. So if you go to swolenormousx.com and you click on the main menu at the top right-hand corner, it'll pull down, you'll see apparel, and it'll take you right there. So I'll make it easier for you. I make it easy for you. I'm not going to make it complicated. I want you to have ease of access. I want you to ease right in. That's what she said. How are we doing? Just start the podcast over? No. Why would I start over? The beginning was so good. I don't have to redo that. I think I might use the beginning of this podcast for every podcast ever in history. We're just talking about nips, vagine, and pee-pee. That was great. What's going on, Instagram? How we doing? How we doing, fam? How you doing, guys? Hey, how you doing? When's the last time you thought about vagine? Right now, because I'm reading the word vagine. I love that accent. Vagine. It's a vagine. Not true. Sometimes I think of dick and French fries. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Chris, what did I miss? You missed dick, vagine, and nips, pretty much. So you're not a fan of oral. Oh, give me a break. Oral? I don't want to suck a dick. Is that okay? Am I allowed to not want to suck a dick? Look, I know I put myself in this position. I dug myself into this hole by bringing this up. So it's my fault. But let's bring this train back. So today's episode 1050, No Dirty Dicks. This is about not putting garbage into your mouth. And one of the questions, and we can bring this up if you want to drop your comments and stuff below. Someone asked me for the Ask Papa Swolio about those Bang energy drinks. And, I'm not a fan of any of that shit. It's marketing. People, everything is marketing. Everything is marketing, from the women's best shit that Gymshark is. I don't know if it's a Gymshark company, but you see it all over Instagram, women's best. You see all this stuff, Shreds. You see Bang, all these companies. It's just marketing. It's marketing. You get hot girls and guys that are in shape and you have them drink Bang, Bang. If it's like raspberry electric jizz flavored, it's not good for you. Can we just agree on that? If it's like, the flavors, if it just tastes like liquid fucking candy, it's not good for you. It doesn't matter if it has zero sugar or it's fucking sweetened up the ass, which would be weird, right? Anal aspartame or something. It's crap. Monster drinks, Rockstar, and I'm not a saint. I used to drink those, and this is back in the fucking day. We're talking like 15 years ago. I used to drink those. And maybe it was like 2007 or something like that. I used to drink because I would run out of pre-workout. I told you, I used to take supplements and do all that shit. That's why I have perspective. I'm not sitting here, I've never taken supplements. Fuck your supplements. Remember, I used to take all that shit. I used to take protein powders. I used to take BCAAs and EAAs and ZMA and fucking all that shit. I've literally, everything I talk shit about, I have tried. And for a longer period of time. So I have context. I'm not just talking out my ass. I'm talking out my beard. But I used to drink those sugar-free rock stars. Ugh. Or those Blue Monster, the sugar-free. Oh, sugar-free. It's probably better to get the sugar. Oh, God. Those things used to give me heartburn after a while. Gross. Shit is disgusting. Oliver, preach, my dude. Preach. People need energy drinks because they eat like crap and don't drink water. Quote, I'm so thirsty, proceeds to pound a Mountain Dew. No shit. If you're chronically sleep deprived too, you're going to crave sugar. You have more of those sugar cravings. And I don't understand why you have people that say, well, it's okay to have this as there's no sugar. Well, your brain thinks that something's sweet. You're still triggering those pathways that your body thinks it's getting something sweet. You're still altering your taste buds. You're still changing your reality. You're still living in that matrix of, oh, this is actually a flavor that exists in the world. That's not true. Aspartame is made from E. coli poop. Fucking gross. Yeah, artificial sweeteners are terrible for the gut microbiome. They're just not good for you. They're not good for you. And some people are violently allergic to it. Like they have issues. This is why kids, and instead of solving the problem with soda and artificial sweeteners and food colorings, what do? We give kids ADHD medication. We, send them to a therapist or a specialist that can help them with their attention problems. Yeah, we are fucking pumping them full of sugar and artificial foods and gluten, all these things that fuck your brain up. And it's not the same for every single person, mind you, but yeah, for kids, for developing children, you should not be giving them all this fucking crap. You should not be giving them processed things, whether it's bread, whether it's dairy, whether it's soda, whether it's candy. You shouldn't be giving them anything processed, anything run through a fucking mill and altered. You should not be feeding your children. Monster just dropped this shit called Reign. Like you're a king and you're Reign, REIGN. Sounds gross. Fit Kitty or Kitey, what's the best way to get metabolism back and proper working after a lousy nutrition coach for competition didn't teach me how to eat normal again? I don't know. What do you mean? What's the best way? Is to eat real food. Just start eating real food again. To get your metabolism back, I have no context of what actually happened. Sounds like you were doing a competition that you did some like extremely hardcore crash diet or something. How timely is this conversation as I try to transition away from eating like a raccoon in a Taco Bell dumpster? That's disgusting. You're eating a lot of shit? Man, what was that yesterday? We had that chick that was drinking a lot of Diet Pepsi or claimed to. That's fucking bad. It's the same type of thing. It's artificial sweeteners. My kids listen to Papa Swole. They love you. They listen to Papa Swole. They're learning young not to go after dirty dick then. They're learning. Teach them young. Start them young. No dirty dicks, fam. No dirty dicks. No dirty dicks. No dirty dicks. Michelle O'Brien, ever since I cut out all the garbage that's on the list from the elimination diet, my heart palpitations and acid reflux have stopped. Boom, boom, and triple boom. This is the reality of the situation. If you're cutting out these foods, that's all an elimination is. It's the definition of elimination. You're cutting it out. You're not eating it. And when you don't eat it for a while, you realize, oh my goodness, now I have perspective. Now I'm eating real food. Oh, now I'm having real flavors. Oh, now I'm having real nutrition. Oh, that's what I was eating. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh. Like Keanu Reeves. Whoa. Yeah. Anyone see that new trailer drop for John Wick 3? Fucking amped. Oh, I'm fucking amped for that movie. Literally one of the most understated, one of the best trilogies of all time is John Wick. So underrated. I know it's like blowing up, but it's so underrated. There's so many people that are going to watch John Wick 3 and be like, what the fuck did I miss? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's so many people that didn't watch the first one or two because it's kind of like cult. No. God, that series is probably that is the best action series. And it's just a good story. It's so fucking good. They can make 10 of those. I'd watch every single one. Who's amped for John Wick 3? Fucking, oh, I'm so stoked. If you didn't check out that new trailer drop yesterday, go watch it. So good. So good. If you missed the first two, man, you missed out. You have so much entertainment coming your way if you haven't seen any of those. I honestly, I've been saying it for a while. I think Keanu Reeves is one of the most underrated, like, versatile actors. He got really typecast after Bill and Ted's like, oh, and The Matrix, like, whoa. But he does some good roles, and he has some drama roles where he's actually fine, like a normal person. to play like someone so stupid and to play like someone so, he's such a hardworking actor too. Like you watch those videos of him training on YouTube. Yeah, before the third one, I'm totally watching the first two. I've watched them extra. Like sometimes I'm editing, I'll just put on like John Wick, or I'll just put it on whatever, or a scene. Baba Yaga. I know we're going off the topic, but I just got super excited. I have not seen the Jack Reacher movies, but I think because when I went to go watch them, Netflix only had the second one. I'm like, I don't watch the second one. Is that very similar? John Wick 3, yeah. Papa Swole, making gains. Okay, where were we? No dirty dicks. Right, so we're talking about elimination. We're talking about cutting things out. Very simple to cut things out. It's not complicated. It's amazing how complicated people make things. It's amazing how complicated people make things when it comes to nutrition. There are things that you eat, and then there are things that you don't eat. And I love talking about nutrition on a Friday, because everyone's going either to happy hour at like 4:30, 5 o'clock after work, or people are going out tonight, or they're going out on Saturday. And it doesn't mean you can't go out, but let's make some better decisions. And if you want to go out and have a couple drinks, look, it's your life, how you react to that, and where your goals are and what you want to do. I'm not here to run your life. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to be, you can't have that, stop eating that, stop drinking that. You're a grown fucking adult, most of you. You can make your own decisions. If you want to have a beer, you have a beer. However, if you have a gluten intolerance that's going to fuck you up, it's something that you're just hurting yourself. So it's up to you. If you know that you have an issue and you're struggling to get rid of that little extra pooch around your stomach or those love handles, and you're going out drinking, your mind and your shit is not in the right place. If you're struggling or complaining about your physique and you're not where you want to be, and you're going out and you're going to eat bad shit and you're going to drink shit that doesn't help you, that's your fucking, that's an issue. That's a fundamental issue, and you're full of shit. So don't do anything that's going to shoot yourself in the foot if you have those types of goals. If you're fine where you are and you want to go out and have a drink, then go out and have a drink. I mean, is it going to hurt you? Probably not. It's just one. If you're going to go out and fucking get wasted, then yeah, it's going to fucking damage your body. Like anyone, it's going to fuck anyone up. Everyone's going to get hungover. Everyone's going to get dehydrated and jacked up. So it depends on what you want. It depends on what you want, what you're trying to do. But if you're struggling to make it happen with your metabolism, with your body, and get your nutrition in check, you don't deserve it. You don't have a leg to stand on. Or just don't complain about it. Don't complain about not being able to lose a little bit extra on your stomach and then try to justify having a beer or justify having alcohol or justify having any of that shit. Oh, but red wine is healthy. 1 glass a day. Not if you want fucking abs. It depends on what you want. You have to get there first, right? Make the sacrifices needed. Put in the work necessary to get where you want to go. That's what needs to happen. So drop a couple, let's do a couple nutrition questions. What are you struggling with? What do you struggle with on the weekend? Let's drop that down below. I actually want to look up something because I do have, just to give you a little insight. I'll probably be doing some Instagram stories, or maybe I'll do an audio experience because I'm going to be pumping tonight. But what I did, I signed up for TSA pre-check. Has anyone else done that? I'm going to get my TSA pre-check done because I don't want to wait in those fucking lines anymore when I travel. So I'm going to do my appointment this afternoon. So we'll be wrapping up probably about 20, 30 minutes or so. So I just want to actually do a little ways right now. I just forgot that I want to make sure because it's Friday and it's rush hour. You know how things go. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to be like slammed in traffic and we're in, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Does anyone here have TSA pre-check? Does anyone do that? Yeah. For those of you that don't know, actually, I'll take this opportunity because I didn't know the details. And if you've been to the airport, you know how you have to snake through that long fucking line. There's another little area that says TSA pre-check and people walk through. I don't think they do a good job like advertising it and like what it actually is, because people probably think, oh, that's for employees or that's for, special people. It's for anyone. It's for anyone. All you got to do is you got to go to like the TSA, whatever website, and you submit your information. It's like 4 pages. I did it on my phone on the toilet, actually. You put in your information and you put in your address, your mailing, you answer a couple questions. I'm not a felon. I'm not blah, blah, blah. And then you set an appointment to go to one of those centers, right? Whatever it is, like one of those like little computer centers or identification. It's like an identification confirmation. You bring your license, and I'm bringing my passport, and it's $85 and it's good for 5 years. And then when you go to the airport, you just go in that express line. You don't have to take off your shoes. You don't have to scan shit. You just go through, or maybe you have to run your bags through. I don't know. But you don't have to take off your shoes. Like, it's super fast. You don't have to wait in that long line. So it's great if you travel a lot. But it's, even if you travel once a year, it's worth it. $85 and it's good for 5 years. So I'm going to do it because the other day, or the last time when I was traveling to Ohio on the way back, it's a pain in the ass. I'm tired of it. And I'm going to be traveling a lot more. So yeah, it's worth it. So if you haven't, my dad has pre-check and he loves it. Yeah, my friend has it. And I've seen it and I just kind of forgot I didn't prioritize it. So now I'm just like, just fucking go get it. Once you get it, it'll be worth it once you once you have it. So I'm just actually plugging into Waze to see what time I got to leave by. What time do I got to leave? Let's see here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. What time do I want to go? What time do I want to go? Overview, share drive. No. I didn't put that in properly. All right, it's all good. We're all good. Okay. So traffic's not that bad. It's like on a Friday, everyone leaves work early and in their school zones. I don't want to get jacked up. Anyway, so TSA pre-check, if you take anything from this episode, that's going to be sweet. So I'm excited. And then like in a couple weeks, you get like a number. And then when you buy your ticket, you just put in your TSA pre-check number. And then when you get to the airport, you just fucking walk through. So then you don't have to go and be there like 2 hours before, an hour and a half, or like go there, maybe an hour, like, oh, I'll be fine. And then there's a line out the door for whatever reason. There's a backup or they're short staffed or something. It's always that moment when you need to be there, like you're in a rush. The line is super fucking long. So I think it's going to be totally worth it. What we got here? Someone say, come to Scotland and Scotland. I'd love to go. I'd love to travel and go across. What's your take on food like tuna? I hear it's high in mercury. Any type of larger fish that consumes smaller fish. Look, though, the earth is getting more and more polluted and toxic. So when you have the oceans, which obviously Fukushima, you have like nuclear waste, you have garbage, you have these whole entire like islands of garbage in the ocean that just congeal, just trash and waste over the course of years and years and years. Fish are eating this, fish are being exposed to this. So when a bigger fish eats a smaller fish, the toxins that the smaller fish has consumed or died from or whatever it is gets absorbed and stored like in the fat cells and gets stored in the bigger fish. So like as you have the little fish, bigger fish, these larger fish like tuna and so forth that are consuming these smaller fish. A lot of those toxic things that don't go away, they just build up in these fish. So yeah, I don't consume tuna. I haven't in a long time. At least like canned tuna, but I guess you can get better sources. But I mean, if you're going to have it, just keep it minimal. Try to get like other sources of fish. What's really underrated is sardines. Sardines are very clean. Sardines and anchovies are very clean. They're high in omega-3s. They're sustainably raised. You can get wild sardines, like they're inexpensive. So those are, and I know a lot of people are like, ew, sardines. Well, fucking get over it or don't eat them. And you can have like the ones with the bones. You can get your calcium and stuff like that, or have them without. But that's a great source of omega-3s. And plus, an omega-3 supplement is really good for inflammation, stuff like that. I missed my Papa Swole podcast. No, you didn't miss it. We're here. I should tell my dad because he has a pacemaker, probably make his trip to the airport easier. Yeah, I don't know if they go through security. I'm assuming they might scan you, but you just walk through. You don't have to take off your belt and your shoes and all that stuff because what the pre-check does is it does like a deep scan. Like they do all your background. They make sure that, all right, this person lives here. He's a person. He's United States. This had no connections. Like they just do it in advance. They give you like a deep scan and they make sure you're clear and then you just go on. What about salmon? Anytime when you're playing with seafood, you want to make sure that you're getting wild seafood. It's like grass-fed beef. It's. I think we can all agree, as the population of the earth grows, as it becomes more polluted, as global warming keeps on increasing, it's harder and harder to find clean food. It's harder and harder to find good food. As the demand for 100% grass-fed beef increases, it's going to be hard to get quality 100% grass-fed beef. As the demand for wild fish increases, it's harder and harder to get, we're humans. We eat through things, and we're eating down populations of animals, and we're eating down, and we're farming and fishing and, depleting. So then if there's no more, we have to add more. We grow them in farms. And I mentioned this, I think it was yesterday or the other day, as much as we hate factory farming, as much as we don't like farmed fish, as much as we don't like, I think we're all fortunate that we have the technology as a planet to sustain our population, even if it's with methods that aren't optimal for our health. I mean, look, if we didn't do any of this genetically modified stuff, I think we underestimate how starving we would all be. I think we underestimate how much food would cost if we did everything 100% completely natural. You think raspberries or blackberries are expensive now. Imagine if there was no, there was no genetically modified, there was nothing sprayed on them. It'd probably be $50 a fucking pound. Just saying, it would turn into like one of those dystopian movies where like Altered Carbon on Netflix, that show, or it'd be like one of those futuristic things where there's like people that are extremely wealthy and everyone else is just fucking shit poor, like Hunger Games or something like that. It's just, I'm not saying that it's good. I'm just saying that's the way it is. And I think we take it for granted. We like to complain about things because what are we doing about it? We're just going to the store place to get the food. And it's scary how, like, if food all of a sudden becomes scarce, there are going to be riots everywhere so quickly. We forget how delicate the balance is of our society. All you got to do is not have clean water for like a day. And right, like down in South Florida, you have a hurricane coming. It's disgusting. It's scary as shit. Every time there's like a hurricane warning that's like actually serious, like, oh, we're going to get hit or we're going to get something, we have to prepare. It's scary what happens with people. Everything is flooded in terms of the stores. There are just bottles, and it's like people raid and just trash the store, grabbing everything and pushing people around. It's very scary when survival starts becoming like the top priority really quick. It's very, very scary. And I know this took a different turn, but it's very scary when that stuff happens because the real human nature and the survival mechanisms kick in and no one cares about anyone else. Everyone just fucking is out for themselves, and it's extremely reckless, and all, people are parking on the grass, and it just gets very chaotic. So as much as people band together when there's tragedy and stress, there's also a lot of chaos and rioting and people that just fucking push people out of the way just to grab a bottle of water. But, we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. So anyway, I think we're fortunate that we have technology, but I don't know about this whole the growing meat stuff, right? The fake meat or the plant-based meat, which isn't meat, but, they're growing in a lab. I don't know. It's going to take a long time for them to do tests and to figure all that stuff out. Which ones, is it really the same thing? Is it as healthy? Is it dangerous? I don't know. But it's definitely getting a little bit weirder. The food situation is definitely getting weirder and weirder. Tiffany, I grew sweet potatoes once. There was so much. It was stupid easy, so tasty. I think potatoes are pretty resilient. Those are pretty easy to grow, but I'm talking about berries and stuff like that. The bugs will just destroy it. Jolene Guzman, just say it looks like a hurricane is about to hit and supermarkets and Home Depot are empty. Yeah, all the generators, everything. Everything. More people should grow at least one thing that they can eat. Not very hard. It's not. I mean, it is. I shouldn't say it's hard, but if you're in like an apartment complex, it is harder. I mean, you can have one of those, those vertical things. You can grow things like wheatgrass, or you can have those little like vertical gardens that you put in soil. But a lot of people don't have time. People are really spread thin. People are really spread thin when it comes to their time because you're making less at your jobs. Things are getting more expensive. People are more stressed out. Like you're required to do more and more and make less. Even like doctors, like everyone. It's just the labor. It's skewed. It's skewed, and people are stressed out, not doing things they enjoy, and there are a lot of and gardening on their porch is not a top priority, and that's just the fact. But yeah, it's not. It can be done, for sure. People go ape shit here in Florida for hurricane. No kidding, man. People go nuts on a hurricane. People lose their fucking shit when it comes to a hurricane. People absolutely lose their shit. Let me lean in here a little bit. Look up how to grow potatoes in a barrel. Looks simple. How many people have a barrel? You got room for a barrel in your house? Hey, this is our kitchen. This is our living room. This is our coffee table, and here's our potato barrel. Look at that. Potato barrel. Yeah, I don't think it's hard. Come on, we're human beings. We're the ones that started doing farming and growing and stuff. Yeah, it's not. It's just out of most people's consciousness. They don't think about it that way. However, if all of a sudden all the supermarkets shut down, 99% of people would just be fucked, screwed, have nothing. So, look, I mean, I think it's great, but you have to have land, or you have to have the ability, you have to be set up for it. People don't prepare for disasters until the disaster is impending. Just like the weekend, or just like food. Let's bring it back to like what, we were originally talking about today. Most people don't have the food in their house. Most people aren't ready to eat healthy. When you go to your pantry or you go to your fridge, what do you have in there? Do you have the food that you should be eating? Or are you just like, I wonder I'm hungry. What can I eat? And you just look what's there. Oh, there's a bag of chips. First off, why is that bag of chips even in your house? If you want to eat healthier, stop buying the shit. Put the foods that you need on a fucking list and go to the store, buy those and nothing else. I don't know what supermarket you have in your area, but a lot of you keep mentioning Walmart in the comments. So I think Walmart does this. Don't they bring your groceries to your car now? They have that at Publix too in Florida, where there's like a fridge in the front, and you order your food and they'll put it, like, you go in there and you have a tag, and like they put your groceries that you ordered online in a bag in like a cooler in the front of the store, or they bring it to your car, like curbside shopping, right? Curbside thing, whatever Walmart does. I think that's what they call it actually. Pretty much every store does it now because of the competition, right? Amazon, why do you think Amazon bought Whole Foods? Amazon tried doing food like a decade ago, I think, and like lost like a ton of money, but instead, hey, why build out the infrastructure when we can just get bigger ourselves and buy Whole Foods? So, aside from Bezos being a fucking genius, that's what they're doing. They're delivering food and stuff like that. So, it's just more convenient. If you want to avoid buying garbage, eat food. You're full, go online, order your food and go pick it up or have it delivered. And then you have no option to go in and be like, oh, I'm starving. I joke about it sometimes. You probably follow me on Instagram or something, and you'll see me leaving the gym because I usually hit like a little circuit. I go to the gym, and right next door there's a Publix. I go to the gym, then I go across, and I go to Publix, and I go home. So usually if I have a couple of things, I have self-control. I've built that up. So even when I'm hungry, I don't go and buy garbage just because I'm starving. But when I go in, I definitely buy extra of maybe what I don't need. I'll buy extra salad and it'll end up going bad before I eat it. Or I'll buy more fruit, or, you'll get those little cravings, and I'll buy more of something that I already like, but I'll buy too much of something and I realize, oh shit, I'm kind of overdoing it. But I pretty much keep myself in check. I know how much I need, how much I don't need, but you don't want to go hungry. Don't go to the supermarket hungry. Don't go hungry. Just order it. So if you're the type of person that you'll go in the supermarket and you'll walk past those cookies and you can't help yourself, you can't help your fat fucking mouth and eating cookies, then order it online. Don't choose cookies. Shop when you're full. Eat a whole meal. You're full. Go online. Look what you need. Look in your fridge. Oh, I need this. I need that. I need that. And then you order it. You go pick it up. Done. 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 Nutrition is the simplest fucking thing on the planet. It's the easiest fucking thing, and everyone is so confused about it. You're not confused. You're just lied to, and you're poisoned. So you have these addictions and you have these cravings because you're fucking poisoned. because they make a lot of money, because they make the food cheap and they sell it to you for 6,000% over what the cost was, and they make so much fucking money. That's it. I will say that having groceries delivered is good for the disabled, the elderly, and fucking fat people that can't keep their hands off the cookies. It's good for everyone. Having shit delivered is awesome. I have shit delivered all the time. It's amazing. You know why? Because it saves me time from going and dealing with people and being out in public and fucking having to like wait in line. It saves me time, and it makes me money because I'm able to do things that make me money. Delivery is awesome for everyone. It's good for disabled and the elderly. However, you should be absolutely able to go shopping if you want to. If you're elderly, you should be able to go shopping. That's one of the problems. If you're elderly, you should fucking be mobile as shit. You should not need to have delivery because you're old. You should have delivery because it's convenient and it's fucking awesome. Sean, should I eat protein after a late night workout before bed? Sure, if you're hungry. It's more about your total intake over the course of days. But I would just eat. I would eat after a workout. I mean, right before bed, just have something that's easily digestible. Don't maybe consume tons and tons of fat, something that's going to sit in your stomach. Stop and Shop. Oh, I miss Stop and Shop. Do you live up in Connecticut? I grew up in Connecticut. Dun, dun, dun. What's your biggest fad diet pet peeve? I don't know. There's a lot of them. I don't keep a list. There are plenty. I can't think of anything. There's a lot. I don't have a number one. Having a good drink of water when you're hungry can totally eliminate that feeling. Have a big glass of water with squeeze some lemon in there about 10 minutes before you eat. You won't be anywhere near as hungry. Is it bad to overeat on non-processed food? Like I'm dieting, I'm still hungry, so maybe a rice cake with almond butter. That doesn't sound tasty to me, period. But if you're eating, you're less likely to overeat on non-processed food. So how do you know if you're overeating? Are you calculating everything? You're dieting. I'm dieting too. Everyone's dieting. A diet just means way of eating. So don't think of dieting as if like you're restricting. Dieting is what you're eating, period. Whoever you are, your diet is whatever you eat. That's not a bad word. So don't say dieting as if like I'm dieting, like I'm doing something extra. No, we all have a diet. Every single person in the world has a diet. What that is varies. Maria, just got my new Vibrams in the mail. Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Actually, what we did, I never even thought of this. Someone in the private group, Swolenormous X member mentioned that she puts baking soda in her Vibrams and they don't smell. And I've tried it. It works 1000%. I was shocked. So those of you that use Vibrams, because I use my classics, my slippers, my fag slippers. Oh, I'm such a homo for wearing my slippers. They're fucking amazing. And I'm just getting in front of everyone that has issues with me wearing my Vibrams. I love them. I don't give a fuck what you say. So anyway, I sprinkle some baking soda in there. Oh, put them in there. They don't stink at all. And then you just wash them once in a while. Oh, it's great. They don't stink at all. No, baking soda. Baking soda. Who said that? Danielle? Baking soda. No fucking smell. That was you, Maria? It's awesome. Amazing tip. Yeah. So, I mean, if you don't know, if you have like maybe like a stain on the carpet or something, like let's say your dog pisses, once in a while she'll like pee on like the pad we put out just in case. I take her for a walk, but sometimes in the middle of the night she might have to go and she'll go over there and piss. But if there's a little bit like extra, it might be a little stinky. You put a little baking soda and it knocks out the odor. You put a little bit in your Vibrams, no smell, like zero from like sweaty ass workouts. My feet, I was out in the water because it was raining, walking the dog, and I came back and usually they would just be violently gross. Nothing. Didn't smell like anything. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing gains, how swole I am. Okay. Yeah, but it makes your shoes white. So they have Dr. Scholl's odor remover. I bet the Dr. Scholl's is just pretty much baking soda. They make your shoes white? What do you mean, inside? Who gives a shit? I don't care what the inside of my shoes look like. Do you do any mental practice, meditation? Yes. I talk about it all the time. You must be new to the podcast. Welcome. I used to use as a runner, but stain the inside of my shoes white. Who cares? What is with all of you and staining your shoes inside white? Who the fuck is looking on the inside of your shoes or on your fucking feet? Who cares if it stains your shoes white? I think it bleaches things after. Who cares? Fucking cares what the inside of your shoes look like. Are we seriously complaining? Are we that it turns the inside of your shoes white? Oh my goodness. Who the fuck cares? I've never heard that in my life. Since when does that matter? The inside of my Vibrams is all gross and dark from like body oils and shit like that. Who the fuck cares if the inside of my shoes are pink or blood red? Your feet are in them. Doesn't matter. I mean, if they're turning it white, you're probably you don't need like that much. You're probably just like caking it in there. I sometimes crave Vibrams after wearing safety boots 5 days a week. I cannot wear sneakers. I actually have a pair of Vivo Barefoot sneakers and they still feel like hoofs to me. Anything aside from my Vibrams just feels like really restrictive. I can't wear my, when I went to Ohio because it was cold as shit when I was there, I brought a pair of Vibrams, but I wore, when I was going out, I'm not going to wear because they were just fucking cold. My feet would have been freezing. So I wore my Chucks. I have a pair of Converse and my feet were killing me. The hole just killing me. And I didn't even tie them at all. I was just, like the toes, just fucking awful. I can't even wear those anymore. I haven't worn them in a long time. Yeah, I mean, but even the Vivo Barefoot ones, I just feel like I'm wearing a shoe. Because I'm barefoot all the time. I'm literally barefoot all the time or wearing those Vibram Classics. So even in I have a pair of Vivo Barefoot. I just, if I want to go out somewhere and I want to wear jeans, I mean, I guess it would look a little less goofy. I personally don't care. I personally don't give a shit, but I don't like anything aside from barefoot or the Vibrams. Personally, as much as I can help it. But I have a pair of those Vivo Barefoot, the sneakers. And it still feels like I'm wearing shoes because I am, but it doesn't feel super comfortable. But they are much better they're great for sneakers, but they're still uncomfortable for me just because I'm literally barefoot. There's nothing like literally being barefoot. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. You can't even make an argument. There's nothing like being completely barefoot. All right, fam, my people, my beaches. Let's see. Went back to my Vans last weekend. My feet hurt after them. Hell yeah. Those things are like stilts. I didn't think I've ever washed my shoes. Oh, I wash my Vibrams. I just let them air dry. Don't put them in the dryer. I just go literally barefoot for all workouts. I would too. I'm just not going to do that in like a public gym. I need to try that baking soda trick with my steel toe work shoes. They'll work. It'll work for odor for sure. Yeah, those. I mean, but if you need steel toe boots, I mean, you don't want to also just break or like lose your fucking toes. I mean, if you're wearing steel toe boots for work, it's for a reason. I'm still your fam, even though you're upset. What about drinking Diet Pepsi? Hey, I'm not the one killing myself. As long as you make those changes, you're fine. Of course, you can still watch the show and be a part of this. I don't care if you drink I do care, but it's not my body that's drinking Diet Pepsi. If you don't know what we're talking about, that was yesterday's episode. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So I need to make sure that I don't get stuck in traffic, but I'll be doing some Instagram stories. I will be probably dropping another audio experience. Remember, for those of you, just stay tuned. Make sure you plug it into the YouTube channel because I'll be dropping a new Ask Papa Swole. Like I mentioned, I'm going to try to get up for tomorrow. That way you guys can get your next questions in for that playlist. And also we'll be having, of course, the Sunday Funday Q&A here on the Daily Sleeves podcast. So thank you again to Daily Swole Club members for supporting the show. If you're interested in joining, you can go check it all out at swolenormousx.com. And the Fuck Your Pink Drink shirts, only a couple more days to grab yours. And you can find out the links to the apparel site on swolenormousx.com. So you can just click in the main menu and check out the apparel for the mugs, shirts, tanks, hoodies, all that good shit. And I'll see everyone tomorrow for episode 1051 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast. Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam, deuce, magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Ho, 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 ho. Out.